We are live. Hello, world. How is Crit Nation today? Happy holidays. It's the 4th of
All
July.
right.
Where we celebrate. Well, tomorrow's the 4th of
Yeah.
July, but it's the 4th of July holiday for all of
Yeah.
us Americans. Um, so I'm really excited for that. But with the social distancing and no fireworks, I'm just gonna have to watch them through the TV or the internet, which is far less exciting than having bombs explode hundreds of yards away from you. But that's okay, because I understand I don't want to kill anybody with my breath, like literally.
Yeah, like that. Weirdly enough, that is not a wrong statement. That is a true statement.
So that's.
I'll probably watch Hamilton or something.
Oh, I do want to see Hamilton. I have not watched that yet.
It is now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I think it's Alicia was telling me that the PolitiFact did an article saying that it's, other than a few timings, it's pretty factually accurate. So that's interesting. Anyways, enough about that. We are here to play Dungeons and Dragons. I want to let you know, I've been working my ass off to finish off my deck, so I am sore. I'm exhausted. It was almost, what was the temperature outside? Like 90 something degrees.
Stupid hot.
I had sweat dropping down every part of my body, and so I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So I'm hoping this goes really nice, and I hope I don't have any issues, because I don't know that I could deal with them right now. That being said, if you don't know, my name is Justin, or as AKA Total Dumas, your DM today for part 9 of our descent into Avernus. I'm really excited for tonight's game, because I've got a nice, huge surprise that I'm super stoked for to share with my players.
Which also means that's not good news for us, right, guys? Yeah.
No, it is not.
And I am well aware that your characters are running on fumes as far as their powers and everything, and that was what makes the best and most intriguing fights, in my opinion. But
I still got a few spell slots. It's not many, but
I was gonna say
got
at
like
least
3.
at least one paladin is
Plot points are
completely
good.
drained. But
Yeah.
so I'm really excited for that. If you don't know, I am the host of one of the 3 hosts of the Dungeons and Dragons podcast called Crit Academy. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we get together and we talk Dungeons and Dragons. So join us.
Heck yeah, we do.
Talk something.
Join us this Sunday. We'll be talking about Mythic Encounters. It's a DM's Guild product that gives some pretty awesome mythic traits to a lot of the monsters in the monster manual. If you don't know what a mythic trait is, watch a previous episode where we covered the Mythic Odyssey of Theros that introduced an amazing new trait.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hope we play that next. Like, actually, like that. I hope that's the next one we do.
Although I did have another homebrew suggestion too.
Yeah,
I did see that. And honestly, I'm going to be right up front. I'll run whatever one of you guys is DMing.
that's fair.
Yeah, crickets, right? That's what I thought.
I've
So that being
been
said,
debating it,
let
admittedly.
us kind of introduce our characters. We'll go around the screen and have each of you say who you're playing and something interesting about that character. Let's start with Matthew.
My name is Matthew, and I play Chiron, a tiefling paladin of Bahamut. He has taken up the sworn, the Oath of Vengeance, mainly because it was around the time when his father figure at the church he grew up with was murdered by a colleague.
Ooh, shit.
That's some rough stuff.
That's
Johnny.
some shit right here.
And that,
No
and
wonder
let's
you
just
want to go
say
on
that
Avengers.
and let's just say that the culprit is lucky that the higher ups of the church saw the murder before him.
That's funny. All right, how about Ian next?
Once again, I'm Ian Wood, and I'm one of the co-hosts for Crit Academy. And today, once again, I'll be playing Mario Bronson, Human Artificer.
Nice.
He's basically a blacksmith with a farmer's accent,
Guns for hire.
and he's really good at shooting things.
He's like a old Western cowboy with lasers.
It's beautiful.
What was that movie, Space Cowboys, where they had like laser blasters? That's what you kind of remind me of. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Austin.
Hi guys, I'm Austin. I'm a co-host at Crit Academy. I am currently playing Zorax, who is a very angry Voidwalker Paladin. Which, if you don't already know what that is, it is something that me and Justin. Wow, I couldn't just totally blanked for a minute there. Me and Justin worked on it together. It's pretty fun. Very crowd control-y, but I like to hit things, and if I get to hit things magically, it's better. So.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Angry Paladin Man. That's me.
Oh!
And of
I
course-
scream at everybody.
Oh man, that exhaustion's
Oh, I don't-
already washing over me.
I don't have
Um,
my
So,
Asmar ability.
oh no.
I forgot
poor
that I
you.
used that.
So, for those that are joining us for the first time, or it's been a while because we only record
Pretty much once a month.
once a month at the moment. Though, in my defense, I was on vacation for my anniversary, so I'm gonna count
That's
that.
fair. Yes.
All right. So, who would like to give us a quick rundown of where we're at and how we got here?
Our scribe.
Did you know, in the Stormlight Archives world of Roshar, scribing is an Arden's job, or a woman. But you remind me as a paladin, similar to the Ardents. Very chill. So tell us, young chill Ardent. Update us.
I can't tell if he's referring to me or you now, Matt, because I certainly don't know
I
anything.
know.
I'm like,
course
I'm not chill.
It's Matt, and his character I was referring to.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
We are running the Descent to Avernus campaign. The city of Elturel is literally dragged into hell.
Hooray!
We
Not
found the, I guess, the leader of Elturel, High Overseer Thavius Krieg. Turns out he formed a contract with the Lord of Avernus, Ariel, which resulted in Elturel's being dragged into the realm of Avernus, the first layer of hell.
Legit.
We managed to find a plane shifter to shift us right into Avernus, and we miraculously landed in the city, what's left of Elturel. Through our journey, we found a woman and two boys, saved her from a bearded devil and a barbed devil. Two bearded, one barbed. Just to kill all three of them. Miraculously, and Zorax barely survived that.
1 HP.
Yes.
Classic.
We made our way to
To a bridge.
we made our way to a bridge into, I forget which side it was, the eastern or western side of Elturel, to the High Hall Cathedral, which has been blessed by Torm, the god of courage. However, the bridge was guarded by 4 spine devils and 2 bearded devils. We managed to repel them. Chiron nearly lifted and dropped into. I forget what you said last time, that there was a battle underneath the bridge or something.
Yeah.
Hundreds of feet below, there's a massive battle going on between demons and devils.
Okay.
They're fighting over Elturel.
Okay.
Well, you assume, I guess.
Assume.
I was gonna say, I guess you wouldn't know that, but it's clear
Yeah.
that there's a
Right.
battle raging around you too. I think I did describe, several demons and devils kind of smashing into buildings, like Iron Man and Hulk fighting. It's kind of going on around you, but you're going about your own business.
Clarify, with or without the Hulkbusters?
With the Hulkbuster, it's very
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
Cataclysmic.
We managed to clear out the bearded devils and spine devils after Chiron is completely exhausted his spellcasting resources and his land hand. And they are also accompanied by a holy font named Lulu, who is also unconscious expending too much of her power.
Yeah, she's a tiny
Finally made our
golden
way-
flying elephant. If you don't know what that is, they're like, it's adorable.
She's pretty.
How about that? Yeah. And we finally arrived at the High Hall Cathedral, only for it to be guarded by a pack of hellhounds, which Zorax used the remains of a bearded devil's
I
glaive.
forgot about that.
Was made of in which the shaft is made of a bone-like material. Used it as a bait for the hellhounds, which is phenomenally
That was genius.
I totally
I gave
forgot
you
I did that.
inspiration for that, right? Because that was awesome.
Nope.
If I didn't put that shit on there, because that's inspirational. Get it? Inspirational.
Ugh.
And we
Can't
finally
imagine.
convinced the guy at the front door to open up for refuge. After receiving initial comments to my character, because he's a tiefling.
Yeah.
Jesus, idiot.
So now you guys are inside the cathedral, and
Yes,
this,
and the guy informed us that the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, Ravengard, is at the cathedral
yes,
somewhere.
So this is one of the few areas that, while it is, you know, kind of constantly being attacked, they do seem to have some sort of control over it. You see kind of soldiers in blue and white kind of running around and shouting. You've got medics taking care of people, and there's, you know, demons and corpses of devils and demons and, you know, humans kind of all over. A couple halflings, dwarves, and a few of the other races kind of all kind of just
Kind of
sprung
put together.
Yeah, they're kind of just all over the ground, you know. I know what word I want to say, but my mind just says, no, you're not going to say that word. Strewn about.
What?
Their corpses are just kind of strewn about, so obviously, while they are continually fighting here in Avernus, they are taking heavy losses. People are running around. It's very grim in here. Everyone's coated in sweat and in blood, crusted over, and it's just they're clearly overworked. At this moment, you kind of were abandoned by the rude guy who let you in. I don't remember his name because I didn't write it down, but
I think you mentioned it.
I don't really remember.
Anyways, he asked you guys to wait here for a few minutes, so you can gain the benefit of a short rest if you need one.
Yep.
While they're waiting to do whatever it is whatever he went to do. He didn't really give you any information, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you guys want to do that right now, go ahead and roll up your stuff and get that taken care of.
It's dice rolled and Constitution modifier, right?
Yarp.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Oh, I rolled pretty good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. At this point, who all's trained in religion? Anybody?
Chiron.
Chiron is?
Yeah.
So, Chiron, as you kind of look around, you see a lot of things that remind you much of what you'd expect to be in a temple of Bahamut, right? It has a similar feel, you know. Torment, while being the god of war and battles, he's still a leader in a fight for good, and you see kind of some of these little scriptures and stuff. Please give me a religion check.
I use the D&D Beyond's digital dice.
Cool.
It's the second one it gave me. 6.
All right, so as you're looking up, you see that there's a bunch of scenes that are kind of plastered along the walls, as well as on, you know, the fancy windows and everything. You can tell his magical helmet. You can't really remember what it is, but it's shining and it's glowing and all that jazz. And he seems to be pulling the helmet off in the scene and presenting it to somebody. But for the love of you, it's on the tip of your tongue, but your tip of your mind, but you just can't remember who it was or exactly what happened or why. On this, on the walls and on the stained glass windows and stuff.
Could he make a wild guess? It would be Zarya.
You have no idea. I just told you what your roll said you got. That's all the information I'm giving you because you can't quite remember.
Yeah. Maybe later.
At that point, is there anything else you guys want to do during the short rest before I move on? Nope. Don't want to help any of the dying or anything like that, or just kind of stand
That's
around.
not
Be all right.
Prerogative.
I'm out of my healing ability. Yeah, nothing.
That's not my prerogative.
Okay. So as you guys stand by, you see several of the soldiers who are exhausted and are, barely have a minute to take a breather, kind of look up you and scowl as you've been standing around for an hour, kind of checking your armor and cleaning the blood off it and all that while they're running around fighting for their lives. You hear loud crashes. You can hear the casting of spells and magical lightning, the lightning that's falling from the sky from above. The earthquake's shaking, boulders are coming crashing down. Y'all just chilling. You're like, I fought to get here. I'm gonna take a break.
I feel like that's kind of what it is, right? We're just like, man, you know what?
At this point,
I'm just gonna relax.
A young female walks up to you. Somebody's at the door or dropped something really big.
Right.
A woman, a female woman, walks up to you. She's exceptionally beautiful. Besides all the blood, crusted on her face, you're not sure if it's hers or something else. The disheveled robe she's wearing. She's got silver hair and light gray eyes. And she has several kind of small tools hanging from her belts. And she says, I hear you are not from around here. Where have you come? How did you get here?
Magic.
Came here from plane shifting. What was his name?
Who sent you?
Silvera Savicus of Candle Keep.
Are they planning to send more reinforcements? As you can tell, we are, and she quickly shouts a command to somebody else and kind of gives them directions in the middle of her talking to you. And she says, they sent you? Are they sending more help? I mean, we've got to do something. There's got to be a way back. There are demons and devils everywhere.
Yeah, we know this.
We haven't figured how bad the situation is, ma'am.
We're trapped in Avernus. It can't get worse than this. Sorry. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't mean to shout at you, but we're dying, and this isn't a fight we can win. For every one demon or devil that we kill, 3 pop up in their place. And what's worse, she looks over and you see her. One of the soldiers cut off the heads of one of the other soldiers corpse was laying there. And if we're not careful, some of them just appear right inside of here. It's horrible.
That's not good. Jeez.
Yeah, but I reckon that'd be a problem.
It's a total disaster. I mean, if it wasn't for Uldar, who knows what would have happened. But now even he's out of commission.
Who?
Grand Duke Ravengard?
Grand Duke Ravengard, yes, is who she referenced.
He's trying to have a conversation with him.
You wish to speak with him?
I see
all of us do.
I see out of commission.
Well, maybe you can help. None of us here have the skill set necessary. Come with me. I'll take you to him. And at this point, she starts ushering you guys through this very complex this giant cathedral as you start kind of working your way up. Give me another religion check if you're proficient. which I think is only Chiron. Actually, you can give me an Arcana check too, because I think this applies.
I got.
I'll do religion. Better. 17.
15.
Much better. All right, so, as you guys,
I just hit things.
he's like, I got it.
I don't have either
I
of
can
those
hit
things.
things.
So as you guys are walking through all these battles and these scenes that are carved into all the stained glass and in the walls and stuff, as you're making your way through this this cathedral, you begin to recognize, it pops in your mind, it finally hits you that the person in the images in the statue before you as you're making your way up is Lanish Fogel, and is actually the person who received the helm from Torm. And you realize that he was passed on this helmet. It clicks in your mind. You remember reading this small script about the helm of Torm's sight, you think it is, was passed on to Lanish Fogel, which basically allowed him direct contact with the deity, including anybody who wore it. And
That's useful.
it became a very powerful and blessed and sacred artifact here in Elturel. And you're starting to now realize that all the images and battles are basically all the times that somebody went into battle or used it to contact this deity, making it a very sacred object that was important to the people of Elturel. As you guys continue making your way around, you come and she says, "Please," as she pushes open a door, "This is the Vault of Honor." As she pushes open the door, you see the rubble is strewn, across the vault. It contains these massive 5 marble statues atop this daises. 4 of the statues are unrecognizable, and their features have been badly kind of marred by falling rocks and debris from a cracked ceiling above. And then you see a 5th is finely carved statue of a kneeling man. So I'm going to need another history and or religion check to reveal any information on this thing. Meanwhile, Zorax,
religion.
what are you doing while they keep stopping and kind of looking at these things?
I'm gonna
I
look
want
at the
to
pretty
read-
pictures on the stained glass.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna look at the pretty pictures of the stained glass.
Oh, they are fascinating. The multiple colors, the way they shine, the cracks of lightning on the outside that are coming through really bring them to life.
Maybe that's not so good.
Chiron can do both history or religion. Which would you prefer, DM?
You got 14 for history,
well,
so.
It's meant to be religion, but it also includes, what did I say? Religion and what? History?
Mm-hmm.
You can go with
Yeah.
whatever one's higher.
Rolled for religion, and I got an 18.
Okay. So as you guys both look at these, you realize that each of these statues are actually meant to represent an alliance of men and gods. Unfortunately, the only 2 you can really remember is Torm, Bahamut, and shit, I forgot the other one.
Well, that's 2. I mean, you said what you said.
Hang on a second. I need to bring up something here.
I guess Zorax will just look at his weapons and be on guard, I guess.
I'll give you a
while these
perception
two
check.
seem to be doing something. Me?
Yeah.
Sure. Ooh, what is that? That is a 17.
Okay, I will tell you something about your 17 here in just a second. I'm trying to find where I wrote that down.
Because I guess ideally there's probably going to be demons somewhere. So I guess someone should probably look out.
RB
Demons
Hey, we got someone in the Twitch chat.
Hey.
Welcome, Auntie Fromage.
Hello, hello.
All right, I found what I was looking for. It is Lathander. Jeez. But you're not sure who the other ones are. And what was your perception check?
17.
Okay, so as you're poking around, you notice that one of these images, one of these statues, looks interesting. It's holding a blade with the symbol of Bahamut on it. And it's
I just know that.
well, hang on a second. You don't know that. You see it's holding a blade. While you notice
Well, I guess
the
I
rest
could
of them-
recognize it because I got a guy with Bahamut with me, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes, that's kind of what I was aiming at, but
yeah, I was
um,
like, I could see that. I guess.
yeah. So you spot one of the statues is holding a blade with Bahamut's crest on it. In the meanwhile, you guys, yeah. So I revealed the three deities that you did recognize of this sort of alliance vault thing, right?
Arm, Bahamut, and Lathander.
Yes, and you're unsure of the other ones, not only due to the lack of knowledge, but some of the inscriptions are torn up from all the debris falling and everything. Actually, you were a Zorax is a member of the Flaming Fist. You actually
Correct.
recognize the gentleman holding the sword. It is a very rough statue of Ravengard. It's very rough.
Holy hell!
Not
Statue of Ravengard.
Ravengard.
The lady says, yes, we don't have time. If you want to actually meet him, let's go. And she kind of just ushers you guys along, unless you have any refute. Somebody write down those names, though, for those deities. It's going to be important.
I did.
So Matt.
What's that? Matt? Matt?
So Matt.
Do it. All right, so as she...
You guys have to pick this up too.
I need a
Also,
wisdom
Stra-
survival check, too, from somebody trained. Anybody trained?
not on this character.
Damn.
Damn.
Then everybody can roll.
All right. Here we go. Oh shit.
You stay in the tray.
Yeah,
5.
I got this bad boy out. Yeah, buddy. So we got a
I
5.
got a 4. I got a 4.
Fine.
Wow,
Um,
it's
All right, so yeah. As you guys are making your way through, there's kind of lots of tracks passing through. Obviously, a lot of traffic going in and out of this place. You're not super detailed there. So as you make your way up to this
Fair
really
enough.
massive, big set of double doors, she pushes it open with a loud. You see a shallow meditation pool that fills this room, set off from a broad landing edge by a low wrought iron railing. Wondrous. I don't know what that word is. Wondrous frescoes along the walls depict souls gaining the blessing of Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Bahamut. And it's at this moment you also recognize that one of the... Oh, no, never mind. You already failed your check there. I'm not going to give that to you. I'm not that benevolent. And there's a few other deities that you think you recognize, but you can't quite put your finger on it yet. The frescoes on one wall have been twisted into these abyssal forms surrounding a shimmering pool. The pool is littered with the mutilated bodies of humans wearing uniforms of Baldur's Gate and Elturel. You recognize a few even flaming fists there, Zorax.
Oh man. That's
not...
Lane. Oh god. Lane! How did you get here?
The swirling water of the pool roils with shadow and is, shot through with patches of black ichor where demons have, fallen here. You see an armored man with a shield slung over his back, a massive sword with an emblem of Bahamut on it at his side. And he's crouching among the bodies, writhing in pain. His eyes are closed, and his hands clutch at a gold helm that is on his head, as if trying in vain to claw it off. Unintelligible words spill from his lips, the words of a madman, some sounding saintly, others solemn, while others resonate with a cruel hissing. And she says, "This is what I mean. He is incapacitated." And it's there that you realize the man there is the dark skin, Oldar Ravengard.
Ah,
As you
I
see,
suddenly see the problem.
we cannot. He in this. We cannot do anything about this. I need an Arcana check from anybody trained, which I think is probably just Merle, right?
Have you tried removing the helmet?
21.
She says, "Do you think us foolish? How do you think those men died?" And you see the several guys around him. Their hands are charcoal black, and you can see streaks of lightning running they're running up his veins like lightning. They're black all the way up their
Like
veins. and you
varicose
can see 'em.
veins?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
She
I look
says,
at Lane. You dumbass. Now I know why you're dead.
Poor Lane. You said you got a 21.
Pretty good.
Was that correct, Ian? You actually, as you're looking at the pool, you actually see that it's crackling with energy, abyssal energy, and you realize that it could be used as a two-way. It could be used as a doorway. You suspect that maybe that's the corpses on the ground of the devils came through that dark, ominous pool.
Ah.
I didn't know. I was assuming you would actually go on and do something with that, but if not, we'll move on.
It's more like, what do we do about that? That sounds not good.
And
How do we close this?
How do we just like swoosh it around? We just move the black echor away? What do we do? I'm assuming touching it's a terrible idea, but I mean, I've done worse.
ha! That's funny.
I want to
I've-
bump the boot.
The lady what's her name? Eowel turns to you and she says, "Well, at the moment he's our only hope. If it wasn't for him, we would not have been able to have assembled our forces as quickly as we did and dealt with the threat. But unfortunately, when he grabbed our precious treasure against our will, hoping to communicate with Torm to ask him for a blessing to allow us to get through this, it didn't go as expected. I don't know what happened. The helmet has never hurt anyone before. Those of righteous heart and follow the path that is good have always been able to use the helmet to communicate. Though Torm didn't always answer.
May I do a medicine check on him?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna something of an idea. It's not a great idea, but it's something.
I assist him.
Absolutely.
So I gain advantage.
Oh.
22. It's not bad.
Okay, and what is it you're trying to do?
Just trying to see if there's any actively applied condition, I guess, on him.
So you're looking for like a mechanical.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Essentially.
So
you can flip it however you want.
Okay.
It's great.
So as you approach him, you kind of grab onto his arm and you can feel it trembling. You speak Celestial, correct?
Yes.
You catch. Okay. Who else speaks Celestial, and does anybody speak Abyssal?
Celestial.
Just Celestial. So you.
I think Merle knows Abyssal, right?
What's that?
I speak Infernal.
I also speak Infernal.
Okay, so we don't have Abyssal.
Right.
Just kidding.
So you hear these occasional bouts of abyssal, these words kind of, or not abyssal, of celestial spewing out, but in between that, it's broken up by this twisted, dark words that you're not sure what it means, and it's kind of alternating back and forth as if his body is fighting, whatever is happening, like a tug of war might be happening. It's really hard to understand, but you can tell that he's being psychically assaulted, and it's left him stunned in place, and whatever is attacking him, some of it is escaping verbally in the celestial and abyssal.
Okay. Is
Were you able to pick up what he's saying in Celestial?
Probably not
give
much.
me a perception check.
I guess it would be perception, right?
Yeah.
Should I throw it as well or no?
If you're trained, you can. If you're listening, if you're trained, go ahead. If you're not,
I'm not trained.
It's going to be hard unless you're right up to him, which you are the only one that
I'm
actually
not.
approached him. So
I am not trained in perception.
I'd like to approach as well.
That's fine.
Okay. I'll roll it. 14. It's not pretty, but
so you can pick out some words, almost like threats. Somebody.
any names possibly?
No. So it's basically. I don't know how to describe this without giving away exactly what's happening.
Well, then don't. Just say that I can't pick up anything.
You hear one side of a threatening argument. You're not sure who it is. You can assume that since the helmet is designed to connect somebody to Torm, that it may be Torm you're hearing, but you're not sure.
Where's the Hollyphant? Is she awake?
She's unconscious.
She's not feeling super good. She drained a lot of juice.
I'm gonna walk up to the Hollyphant.
Carrying her, right?
I think Chiron is.
Chiron, come here. I need the Hollyphant.
She's exhausted.
I will help her
rest.
not be exhausted. I have lay on hands.
Wake up!
I will
that's how
restore
it
her.
works.
Okay.
It's not how it works. It restores you from being poisoned, not from exhaustion. There are spells beyond our capabilities to do that.
Yeah, it's more.
Is she actually exhausted, or is she like?
So her ability drained her, and she's got levels of exhaustion. So her power
so she's actually exhausted.
Her power comes at a price. Currently.
Okay.
And so since she was needed to defend those people, and you left her to do it, it basically made her too weak to really do a whole lot. She'll need a long rest before she's even awake, because she's very close to not getting up, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I had a plan B anyway, just in case.
Okay, so at this point,
I guess unless anyone else has something before I do it real quick. Oh, there goes Matt. Because I have something of a plan. So my idea is that I'm going to use comprehend languages so I can listen to both sides of the argument. That is the idea.
Shit.
So I can gain any sort of names, information that I can possibly gain from this.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Is that what you're doing, or is that just your plan?
Well, that's what I'm telling them. That's my plan. Now, if anyone else has a better idea, speak up now, or forever hold your peace, because I'm going to do it.
Well, I gotta jump back to Merle real quick too. So while you're investigating this portal, you do realize that it's still active, and that at any moment somebody could come through it, or pass through it the other way. You are aware of some ways to attempt to close the rift by funneling some energy into it, and trying to disperse the energy. If you have Dispel Magic prepared, if you even have that, I forgot to check.
No.
Do you have access? You have access to that though, don't you?
Nope.
Oh,
That's a third level spell.
I only get second level spells.
Oh, that sucks.
Can I compel a duel with the portal?
No, you cannot. All right, so you're planning currently. With that, you do that does kind of put you on high alert, Merle. Do you want to do anything with that knowledge?
Now let's see here.
Before we move into what Zorax is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Because I can use my tools as a spellcasting focus, is there any way I can basically try to use them to manipulate the portal to kind of like disrupt it in some way?
Almost like you're
Arcana
Absolutely.
check.
thieves tooling the portal,
Absolutely.
but with
so,
magical tools. That's so dope.
So,
And
so
because I'm an artificer, my proficiency for them is doubled.
oh, fuck me sideways.
Good. It
All
makes
right.
sense.
Well,
though.
it's still
Admittedly.
it's still a 19 DC, so we'll see. So go ahead and give me an Arcana check, and while you're using your tools to disrupt and break apart this rift, Zorax, you're casting Comprehend Languages. Are you
Correct.
casting that as a ritual? Because that'll take 10 minutes. Or are you just gonna use a spell slot?
I can't cast that as a ritual, so I have to use.
Oh,
a
you
spell
don't. Yeah, duh. Paladins don't have ritual casting.
I'm a paladin. I want to use ritual.
All right. So you
Yeah,
quickly.
two spell slots.
Do you want to describe kind of how that spell takes effect? How does it look?
I kind of. How do
How do you want to do this?
I
I
don't want to say that. That's copyrighted, I'm sure.
I am going to. I don't have any quirk to activate it. I just grab him by the head like this, and I just go, "Time to listen."
All right. So your eyes briefly flash with like a shadow. As you instantly understand the words that were jumbled before start to twist and form, and you realize you're listening to a battle.
That's not okay.
Ravengard has established some sort of connection with Torm, as well as you hear Torm shouting and screaming at Baphomet. There is a psychic battle going on in this man's head between two very powerful entities. Torm is doing his damnedest to try to fight off Baphomet before it takes control of Ravengard.
Wow.
And so there's this psychic battle is going on, this fight over this person's body, and you're hearing them talk it out, and I really wish I would have wrote something for this, but Torm says, "You'll never have those who worship the good," and Baphomet's like, "Ha! Who needs good? I'll take him, he'll be mine. You know what I can do with all of his followers?" And, this kind of whole spiel is coming out of this stupid demon lord about how it's going to bend and break this man and its Elturel to its will. I can't imagine why the guy's stunned.
Yeah. This is way more than.
So,
Nearly your head.
all right.
So,
While you're,
I
go ahead.
I look over to Chiron with I do one of these, and I just remove the mask and I go. Like you could just see just the raw, confused emotion in my face, and it's just like, it's a new one. That's a new one.
What did you discover? Use your words.
What did I discover? Indeed. Well, part 1, there are 2 gods in this man's head. Part 2, they are currently fighting for this man's body.
Technically, one's a demon lord, but close enough.
Nah. So, I have no idea how to go about this. These are 2 extremely powerful entities inside this poor man's body. And I'm going to be honest, there's nothing we could do about it. This man's fucked.
So as Merle, as you're trying to twist and manipulate and use all your little gadgets to break this free, give me an Arcana check.
I already did, 19.
Oh, 19. Oh, right on the money!
No.
The portal begins to twist and contort. You can see it kind of weakening as you kind of do. I don't know why, but I imagine like an electrician in a little box messing with all the little gizmos and shit. as you're pushing through this, and as you do, a massive axe comes swinging through, as 3 massive Minotaurs bust through this that are rushing with like a shadowy energy through them. Zorax, what do you do?
Well, I'm certainly more equipped for this part rather than the part I was just dealing with. Have at thee, demon!
You were doing good though.
Yeah, but I mean, my literal next action before they came through was I'm just gonna rip the helmet off this dude. Lane, maybe you were onto something just as I rip it off.
Is that what you were showing? You were trying to pull it off?
No. Well,
Okay.
I was about to. That was the idea.
You
It was like,
didn't do
well,
that, though, right?
no, I didn't do it. No,
Okay.
I had my hands around his plump little face.
All right. So what are you gonna do as you see these Minotaurs bust through, and not just regular Minotaurs? They're like there's this black wispy smoke, emanating off of them. Their blades are basically a bone hilt with what looks like giant collection of teeth on the blade.
I'm gonna assume they're not primed to the material realm, so I am going to use my channel divinity.
Okay.
And I am going to use the part that says you can use your channel divinity to utter words of power that forces the extra-dimensional void to rip and tear at the elementals or fiends not natural to the prime material plane. I'm assuming
Yes,
they are not primed to the natural material plane.
you are right.
So as I speak in Celestial, these what should sound like beautiful words sound very angry. As I'm just saying
Very celestial.
through Celestial. I'm saying this all in Celestial. So you assume these words are supposed to sound beautiful, but right now they sound very horrid. As I'm saying, I haven't really thought about it. That which have come through the portal, you must leave this place immediately.
I like that. And
As I do one of these, and a giant, just shadowy void, just immediately rips onto this person.
okay,
Minotaur.
What saving throw am I making?
I don't know. Hold on. Wisdom saving throw. It's I don't know what I'm doing.
He got it only targets one, or does it hit a couple of them? I don't remember.
Just
one, right?
Power and each elemental or fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear you. Ooh, I fucked them.
Yeah.
It is a channel divinity, admittedly. I only get 1 use per long rest.
2 of them will resist it, but
Ooh.
1 is gone. It just as this darkness
They
envelops
resist a 16? Damn.
Yeah, I got a 19, a 20, and a 6.
Hey, well, you know what?
That's 1 less though.
I do that, and I kind of look like I did it.
As you banish him away. Can you give me a history check, Chiron, please? Or religion check, sorry.
It's like a brief flash of wow, I can't believe that worked.
Okay.
Here's the 15. Got an 18.
Anything else there, Zorax?
Nope, that is my action, so that will be my turn.
All right, so you're still standing a short distance away in this room. Half the room is filled with part of the room is filled with this big puddle portal. You guys see Merle in there just digging around still. You see the puddle kind of shake and tremble.
Oh yeah, I should probably engage.
Chiron, you
Oops.
you actually recognize that this is a savage Minotaur, and they are followers of Baphomet.
Bahamut.
I said Bahamut. It's Baphomet, the demon lord, who is known as the Horned King. You know that in the material realm, there's a widespread cult in the Minotaur Society dedicated to following Baphomet and embrace the beast within.
Baller.
Also, Zorax, I don't know if I made this clear, but that sword that you saw in the statue is also at Ravengard's side, and it is brilliant. It is beautiful. All right, what are you gonna do, Chiron?
I'm going to draw my silver longsword, get into, going to engage, and just shove one of them right back into the portal.
You're gonna shield bash him real good. Just run and just poof.
Just okay. So it'll be a contested check. It's get a +6.
Beautiful.
And I rolled a 14, so you gotta beat 21.
Ooh, 20. Ooh. You said 14 plus 6.
What
20?
did I say?
7.
That's 20, not 21.
I was like, this is not 20.
What'd you get? 7.
7.
As you
Oh.
charge in, you shield bash him. It hits him like a stone brick, and it just. Ooh, he kind of like snarls in your face, and his little nose ring kind of trembles as steam comes out, and he opens his maw and just bellows and roars.
When I hit him with my sword, it kind of goes.
Very, very
Like-
cartoonish. I love that.
Like,
All right.
oh crud!
Now you have multi-attack, right? So or extra attack. So do you
Yes.
want to attack or do you want to try pushing him again?
I'm gonna try pushing him again.
All right.
Hell yeah, dude. Don't give up after the first try.
Hey, you might do better. 18.
Okay, there you go.
Nope. I'm just one short.
Ooh!
So
Much more contested, though, so it's cooler.
after you smash into him, your shield kind of trembles and rings. You're like, all right, I need a little more effort. You do a spinning backhand and a thrust with your shield. And he kind of he lets his shoulder kind of give a little bit, and you kind of just brush off of him. As you smash, and he snarls in your face, and his tongue's whipping about. Anything else with the bonus action?
I got no bonus actions, dude.
You're completely
We are not
drained.
rogues.
All right. That's so funny. I'm sorry. I switched up Merle and Chiron. Sorry, Merle. You can go
Oh.
next. I wrote
Listen,
Merle.
did he roll a 5?
I roll Merle twice and still pick the wrong person.
Wow. Alright,
I didn't even write Chiron's name down.
Wow.
how far away
You really are exhausted, dude.
Oh, I'm so tired. All right. It is a short distance away. Or yeah, short distance away. So
Well, aren't they right on top of him?
Yeah,
But within 10 feet
well,
is what I'm hearing.
you're engaged. You're engaged. Sorry, you were dinking with the portal, right? Everyone else
Yeah.
was in short distance. You were dinking with the portal. You do notice that the portal did shrink from your check, from your ability. You do believe with a few more of those, you can probably close the portal and prevent anybody else from passing through.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, go ahead and give
Sounds
me
like a good idea.
another Arcana check. If you're willing to expend a spell slot, we will grant you advantage on that check.
I'm not yet, just because I still have my academic points
Okay.
from talent.
Okay. Oh yeah, talents are nice.
Town's fun.
Those who don't know what we're talking about, we are using a homebrew pamphlet or whatever it is that allows us to use certain talents, as we call them. That
They're
gives
like
us a little extra abilities.
It's character.
They're
talents.
usually pretty tiny.
Character talents from Dungeon Masters Guild. We did a whole episode on that shit. Check it out. It's awesome. It's like mini feats.
Like 3.5 feet, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're mini compared to 5e's feats.
Yes, they are.
So what?
Well, that's,
What'd you
yeah.
get on your Arcana check?
My Arcana check is. Yep, I'm gonna burn my academic point.
Okay.
I was about one short, by the way.
Oh
So-
man. Nice.
So yeah, no matter what you roll now, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Pretty much. About 20.
All right, so as you're tinkering and twisting, a rush of energy lashes out from the weave's power that's imbued in this pool, and you kind of spot it coming, almost like a circuit rush, and you quickly redirect the energy and send it back into the weave, or the weave back into the portal before it can reach you. narrowly escaping a very dangerous moment. Because you realize if that would have hit you, it would have been like being struck by a lightning bolt.
Does he pull like an Allen wrench out of your butt? You're just like, I gotta tighten this. This magic.
I can totally do that, by the way.
The energy in the portal trembles and it shrinks again. It's really losing its shape now. Probably with a few more seconds, you might be able to close it the rest of the way. In the meantime, these bastards are flying through. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus action and movement?
No, because I don't have my magical cannon present at the moment.
Okay.
I knew I should have summoned one before I screw in the portal.
So as you're poking around, these things push out. They are now standing over top of you and Chiron, and that one is pissed at Chiron. He's like, "You dare!" He has a look of, "You dare try to ram me? I do the ramming." I'm sad though because they got a cool ability that I can't use because you're standing next to him. So he's gonna do what any good Minotaur would do, and one's gonna try to gore Merle, and the other one's going to try to gore Chiron as they both come in.
That's fair.
I got a 14 versus Chiron and a 20 versus Merle.
Shield, motherfucker.
Yes.
Oh, the spell or the actual the spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as they kind of roar and bellow, they try to rush in with their horns. You know, they kind of scrape their feet and roar like that. Merle, you hold out your hand. A little gizmo pops up really quick and creates an energy barrier as its horn smashes into it, sending crackling energy out around it as it's trying to pass. And you just kind of turn and get back to your work.
That's how I want to imagine it. Like it's just like this. Like it's just like Tuesday. Here we go.
And then
reminded me of the beginning of the Storm King's Thunder campaign where Ian's character was reading a book as a battle's happening.
Yeah, he did do that, didn't he? That's funny. With a confident, step forward, this big meaty,
that Minotaur that swung at me, I muttered to him, cut your balls off your cousin.
Whoa!
Oh, damn.
Brutal.
That's savage.
I'm not. Background farmer.
I've been on a savage Minotaur.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wasn't a farmer, so.
The other one twists and does a shoulder thrust and a kind of a wild, less of a gore and a wild head, clanking of its
thrashing.
Head. Yes, thrashing. Thank you is the right word. That smashes and you're able to easily just block its blows as it's thrashing wildly with your big shield. One does catch you in the chest in your plate. You're wearing plate, right?
Yes, mithril plate.
Right into your plate and kind of leaves a little dusty scratch, and you're like, "Oh, good, it's just dust." All right.
Oh, never mind.
So that'll be everyone got to go there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, you see the AOL.
AOL.
AOL is what I'm gonna go with. Says, "Oh my!" and she starts shouting for guards, we have more intruders. She kind of huddles back behind some broken rubble that fell from the ceiling in one of the attacks. Zorax, what are you gonna do?
I strap back on my mask and I look down at the sword below me and I go, and like a quick thought, I'm like, well, that's easier than unsheathing mine. And I quickly grab it and I run into him.
So I
grab the weird sword with the crest on it.
Okay. All right.
Bahamut? Which one was it?
It's Bahamut.
Okay, I was like, is that Bahamut? Oh, that'd be weird.
No, it's Bahamut. It's got Bahamut's crest. And then you charge into him, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this Minotaur. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Do I just like tackle him into the portal? That'd be kind of fun. Nah, I'm gonna slash him. I'm gonna attack him with
All
my
right.
newly acquired sword that I scavenged from the ground.
Well, it was on the Raven Guard's belt. You're talking about the Bahamut one, right? That was on his belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's on his belt.
Yeah.
Oh, so I unsheathed his sword.
You
Works
just
for
pulled
me.
it out.
I must
All
have
right.
missed. I must have missed.
As you pull it out, you realize that the blade is emblazoned with the Platinum Dragon's profile. The Platinum blade seems to almost glimmer for an instant before dulling back down to a very shiny platinum color.
I'm not. I don't have any time to think about it as I'm holding. I'm like,
Yeah.
pretty, I guess. Time to slash. It's gonna get real gory real quick.
All right. So as you charge towards one of the Minotaurs, you notice one has a like the bull nose ring, and the other one doesn't. Which one are you gonna charge towards?
Probably the. Well, Ian's dealing with the one. Merle is dealing with the one without the nose ring.
Dealing with the portal.
Yeah, and you're dealing with the portal at the same time. So I'm gonna hit the one without the nose ring.
All right. So give me your attack rolls.
Because I'm going to quickly assume that whatever he's doing is probably more important because he's not fighting the Minotaur. First one is a natural 20! Woo! I cannot believe that shit. I can't believe I got that. Which also means level 2 Divine Smite time!
Smite it up. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
It's gonna hurt. Which also means I still have one more level 2 spell slot. I didn't know I had 3 yet. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I had one more than I thought I did. Damage is gonna be weird. See, I'm wielding. Is this a longsword that I'm holding?
Yes.
Okay, I'm wielding with 2 hands.
Okay.
I didn't know if I was like, is this a longsword? I don't know what I just grabbed.
So for you, it counts as a +1 longsword right now.
Just for having it, not
Yes.
any extra.
No
Okay.
attunement or nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be at least
Cool.
magical.
Fair enough. Where is my D10? Found a D8. That works. I need that. D8. That's a D10, sure. D8. So my Divine Smite should only be doing 3D8? Correct? Or should I be doing 4?
What? I wasn't
Are these,
listening at all.
are these considered fiends? So am I dealing 4 or 3D8?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you're doing Smite at second level,
So it'd be
2d8 at first level, so 3d8
So then,
at
'cause they're
second
fiends,
level.
So it's 4D8, right? Okay.
I don't
Just
know.
making sure.
I'm a DM, but I don't know all the rules. I expect you to know how your character works.
That's fair.
Enough
Oh,
homework.
that's a lot of slashing damage. That is.
Undead or fiends.
Yep. Oh, geez, I forgot it's doubled. Ugh. Math. Calculator.
It was maxed.
Well, all your normal damage
yeah.
will be maxed, and then everything that you roll that's extra goes on top of that.
Okay, so I'll just do.
It's been years, and you guys still don't. How
Look, I sometimes
crits
I forget.
crits aren't that rare.
11 plus. They are for me. Plus 8, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8.
Oh man.
It's been a while.
Plus 9, plus
We heard the holy music followed by the.
4.
Perfect.
9 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6. For a grand total of 79 damage.
Woo!
I fucked him up apparently.
You come in like a wrecking ball.
Thorax does what he does best. He likes to hit things.
You get a nice firm grip on this very nice sword, and you do a barrage of assaulting slashes.
Cast slash.
You pursue your foes. You pursue your foe's death with vigor, chopping and slashing and dodging and moving and parrying his own, countering his own counterattacks. That's very distracting. And you manage to slice through very easily through one of his horns, and that pisses him off more than anything. He's still standing. There's this black blood dripping down his body. He's breathing heavily as you continue your vicious assault.
I still have a second attack.
That's okay. He's still standing.
We'll see. Nope, that's not hitting. That was a 2 on the die. That ain't happening.
He catches the blade in his hand and stops it. You see blood trickle down the blade as he's breathing and panting heavily, and he raises his axe. What else you got? Well, he's not doing that. It's just flavor.
Well, fine. I ripped the sword out of his hand in response, because he can't catch my sword. That's mean.
And blood just trickles down.
Probably didn't hurt him very much, considering he grabbed it. I'm going to see if I have anything else here. No, that's it. That's my turn.
All right. I'm just going to I'm going to swap Chiron and Merle, so we're going to have Merle go next.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, next up.
You're gonna continue focusing on the portal?
You best believe he is. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like snipping like parts of the weave and stuff.
Yeah, he's twisting and pulling and snipping and retying it, and
he's like, I think this is how this works. Fucking demon magic.
It's like disabling a bomb.
Kind of is.
Cut the black wire. They're all black.
All right, boy, my last academic.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
Awesome.
Also, I look back at Merle. Hope things are going better for you over here because I'm fucking this guy up. It's a great time.
I rolled low, but it's still gonna be a 16, which is not a 19. So.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
As you are tinkering and you cut the black wire or the black weave, a burst of energy rushes through your body, and you feel it stun and tremble and shake you to your core, and you take.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, dude.
Just
17 points of lightning damage. As it rushes through,
it's like that
the energy rushes
movie.
through your body, and you realize I should probably fix that. And you go back and fix that part of the weave.
Do I hear that from behind?
You see the energy rush from the portal pool and into his body as he's working on it. This black
I just go.
lightning.
You saw an outline of my skeleton.
I'm like,
those old cartoons.
oh my god!
You hear from the background from Awel, whatever that was you did, don't do it again.
I'm not that close to you. Jeez, that could have had me.
Oh man. All right. Anything else, Merle?
That's so funny.
You'll notice that at this point the portal doesn't shrink as it has been. You've made a mistake, and unfortunately, it's going to catch up to you as another Minotaur, this shadowy, black wisp-smoked Minotaur, steps out through the portal. You're now fighting 3 again. Now, the first one has a ring. The other one's missing a ring. This one has a single broken horn.
Oh, 2 of them do now.
What's that? Oh yeah, the other guy got
2
cut.
of them.
Okay, that's a bad example then, because I was using that as a metric to separate them. He comes out with a broken horn and a overly large earring. So one's got it on the nose. This one's got an earring, and the other one has broken.
No ring.
No ring. Thank you.
No ring, no horn.
And they bellow and roar, and they quickly look over at Merle. and they are going to take the op attacks as they turn over, and are all going to attack Merle.
I turn it up yet?
Turn on briskets.
What's that?
Oh yeah,
Turn
is
on
it
briskets.
Matt's turn?
No, he had a 5 or a 6,
I got a 6.
and I put him in the wrong order last time.
Okay.
They've got an initiative of 13. So it goes
Gotcha.
Zorax at
So they
22,
are about
Merle
to-
at
okay.
15, 13 monsters, 6 Chiron. But I done fucked
Makes
up the
sense.
first round. So as he steps through, all 3 of them turn and swing at, viciously swing right at poor Merle. Now,
And you said they do take op attacks, right?
well, I don't think they're actually going to move away because he's right at the portal, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was thinking they had
I'm
to move,
engaged
but
with-
they don't.
I'm engaged with one of them.
Yeah,
I was
but
just saying-
they don't
No, wait,
have- so they're
Would
all.
they be
Sentinel,
technically
never mind.
disengaging from them?
No, I don't think so.
Or from
because
us?
He stepped out of the portal and he's right there.
Okay.
So
Oh, we're referring to that one. Okay. The
well,
new one.
they all just stepped right out. So imagine
Yeah, I guess it's
imagine
true,
the
yeah.
portal's got like 4 squares in front of him, right? You got
Right.
the three Minotaurs. The one spot was empty because it got banished, and he just kind of filled in that spot. You guys ran up to them, and then right next to it is Merle, who's tinkering and getting shocked to shit.
Hmm. Okay.
The one that you really effed up, which is the one with the nose ring, steam just starts spewing out of its nose and mouth as it seems to almost get enraged. It's not happy. It swings violently. It is now in almost a berserk frenzy. You see that its body twists and contorts and its muscles bulge. It now has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. And they are all going to attack poor Merle.
The one with the no nose ring, I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay, and do what?
My Aura of the Void. I get to use it for the first time this game.
Oh, nice.
So I actually am going to... he has to take a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And on a failed save, the creature slips into the dimensional void, teleporting them to an unoccupied space of my choosing, which is obviously directly away from Merle, opposite of him to me.
Oh, nice.
And then he can still use the action to make an attack, whether he hits or
it
misses.
can't, yeah, but he can't hit. Can he? He's still.
He can re-roll the attack.
Okay, I
That's
got you.
crazy in the portal.
What's that?
Oh, could I put him in the portal and just
yes,
drop him
yes,
back
you
in?
can. Motherfucker,
Okay,
I will allow
I
that. 'Cause
didn't
That's an
think
empty
about
space.
that.
Yes. So we'll put that's the nose guy, no nose ring, right?
Yeah, no nose ring.
So wait, what does he got to make? A saving throw?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh,
Ha!
Nope.
He got a 14, and I don't think that's gonna do it if I remember.
nope. A 16 is
Uh-huh.
my save DC.
So, Merle, these 3 giant minotaurs, black streaked smoke rising from them. They all begin to swing, and as one swings right at you, poof! It gets swallowed in a slit of, like a rift of darkness, and stumbles.
Think of him
into it.
almost.
Go ahead.
He kind of just goes almost like rips and tears into a swirl into like a point, and then gets dropped and just
You see
gone.
him right in front, run in front of the portal as he just falls in. Ah, bastard.
as he's very confused.
All right, so
Legit.
shit.
Kind of like Obito from Naruto.
Yeah,
kind of
where he
like
sucks him in with the eye.
twirls. Yeah.
All right, so
That's what I envision.
So now you're only gonna take the attack from 2 of them. One is a 26 and the other is a 22.
That's painful.
Oh.
Well, it's less painful
I
than.
cast shield again.
Oh
You
shit!
cast shield.
Cast shield again, but that one's 2.
So you'll only get one's 26, right? I said.
Okay.
I moved it, but the one you're
Yeah.
gonna cause the other one to, excuse me, miss. I got the hiccups. That sucks.
Yep.
All right, so. Man, I almost throw D12s at you instead of D8s. Wait, no, they're they're D10s.
That's still pretty mighty.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
That's still pretty painful.
That's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Santa Claus does not exist and there's no Easter Bunny. You'll find out when you grow up that Big Bird isn't funny. Oh, ouch. There's a 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 5 is 22.
Ow.
Plus 6 damage, so 20. So as they come rushing in, the one kind of gets sucked into its little thing, and poof, it's gone. You see it kind of appear for a second as it's dropped into the portal. The other two kind of start swinging wildly with their weirdly shaped axes. You get your shield up just a smidge too late as one of the blades comes in and cuts you right across the side with a vicious slash. It's a powerful strike that almost, if you weren't wearing protection, could have easily cleaved right through you. And it knocks apart your feeble defense. But fortunately, your little shield thing pops out again and releases this energy, and the second one smashes with a crackling power, and it keeps repeatedly smashing into it, and it's protecting you as you take this wound, and you take 28 points of slashing damage from his axe.
Oh!
That means I am down to 7 HP.
Oh no, that's close.
That was a lot!
That was
Ooh.
rough. They hit hard. They got 3d10
That is
plus 6.
And I got
Hard.
shot at the portal, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not good.
So that ends that turn. It is now Chiron's turn. You just saw another enemy walk through this portal, but fortunately Zorax slipped him away into the void and sent him back to whatever hell he came from. There are now two assaulting your poor buddy Merle as he's trying to disable the portal. You can see that his defenses are up, but they're not seeming to. He took a mighty blow before he got him. What are you gonna do?
Is one of them the one who was enraged?
Yes,
That
was the one.
I go.
that was the one.
Look,
that
that's
got
the one I
banished.
threw away.
Yeah, that's the one that got banished away.
Oh,
So now
never
you've
mind
got
then.
the nose ring one and the new one with the earring.
I'm gonna go after the nose ring one and attack him twice.
Okay, he's right there with you. He just turned to swat the other guy. So make it happen, Captain.
Get 2 attack rolls, longsword, and I rolled a natural 20.
Holy cow, 2 crits, let's go!
Woo!
Woo!
However, one of them misses.
Oh
Yeah, well.
no, that's okay.
Critical, just... No, hey, you don't have any spell slots, so you can't divide them.
He can't smite him. That's a shame.
Can't smite, damn.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's what I get for using a paladin and not a cleric.
That's fair, actually. That's
Paladin
fair.
does way more damage, I think.
Yeah.
So you're right out.
Cleric has more tools, though. I think resources.
Oh, yeah.
So 1d8 plus 2 plus the d8. 8. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Through the one with
And-
the earring or nose ring? I don't
Nose
know.
ring.
Nose ring. Is
All
it
right.
12? Because you get plus 8 from the crit.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh,
What'd
man.
you do? Roll like
Rolled
a
a
1?
2 on the damage dice.
Oh.
Rough. You hear a grisly snick as your chops land right into their flesh, rending it, blood dripping down your blade. It
Good old
snarls
cord.
and screams at you, roars and bellows. He's screaming and flailing so much you can see his loincloth just kind of flailing about. All right, anything?
I
What
say
else
at
you
his
got?
ear, and I say, "Come at me, demon."
Yeah, I suppose they probably don't have a language.
They do. They talk Abyssal, but none of you speak it. So
Yeah.
he bellows something. in
Currently,
his
I do,
snark.
actually.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh,
No
okay.
concentration.
You hear him bellow, referring to Chiron as an insignificant insignificant. Shit, I want to make fun of the fact that he's wearing armor. But I gotta come up with something good. You guys got anything? Insignificant. Human.
can?
Tin can. There we go. A real warrior won't wear armor. As you just see his big bulging muscles. I think that's the end of the initiative. So back at the top is Zorax. What are you gonna do? You slipped one into the void. Your buddies are really struggling at the moment.
I am going. How far away are they from the portal? I know they're like right next to it, but like
Everyone at this point is like within 5
Just-
feet of the portal, basically.
so basically I could shove one in there.
Yeah, you certainly can. Shove.
Could
somebody-
certainly try.
Ah, yeah, that
We both have
Sorry.
+6 modifiers, so
and the
it is raw dice rolls. But yeah, I don't know how much health they had. More than 79 HP.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and grapple with one. I'm gonna grapple a Minotaur. You know, no biggie, guys. It's fine.
Okay, so you're not gonna shove him. You're gonna grapple him.
Well, I'm gonna shove him. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the idea.
Okay. All right.
All right.
He got a 13.
I rolled a natural 1. Holy shit.
So as you go to punch, pull, and charge and shove him in, he plants his big hooved feet, and as you run into him, he slides back just a smidge, and then his muscles all flex at once, and it shoves you back. You still have another
try
attack
again?
if you want to.
I was gonna
again.
say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in for try number 2. I gotta grab my dub deck here. I dropped it.
Ooh, 9.
Ooh, this is promising.
I rolled a 3. He's got a +6.
I rolled a 4, so I got a 10.
Yes.
Yes!
Um,
We're both just not having a good day.
So-
We're both just like obviously tired. Like, ah.
So as you
Now, how does a
clasp,
small man?
you've got your long sword in your hand. You're both locked blades, right? Your axe or his axe to your sword. You're pushing back and forth. You slip your foot behind his, and as you do the following push, he stumbles over your leg, and he kind of stumbles backwards. You use that to give him the spear with the shoulder right into his chest, and you shove him back through the portal.
I did it, guys. I have now battled man to man with a Minotaur. Put that
That's
on my
great.
list
Now
of
help
things
me out
I've
with
done.
this one.
That was the earring one, I think, right? Or did you specifically go?
That was the earring one,
Okay,
yeah.
good call. 'cause
I didn't
that
really
one has a thing,
specify,
yeah.
but it'll be
Yeah,
the
we'll go
earring
after
one.
that one because he didn't take no damage.
Yeah.
All right, so that one comes back next round.
First,
That
I
one's 2
dropped from the
rounds.
sky from a Cambion. Now I've shoved a Minotaur, and another time I've
Feeling pretty
danced
epic,
with a
are ya?
bearded demon. I'm pretty badass. Excuse me.
I don't know, man. You end up unconscious an awful lot.
Yeah,
Just
but
saying.
you know,
Taking those
it's only one
risks.
time actually, right? Yeah.
No.
Oh no, it's been
been
twice.
more than once.
It's been twice.
All right.
Never mind.
Anything else there, Zorax? Bonus action? Movement?
Keep looking at these like I have something. I do have a bonus action with some of them, but I am going to. What does this do again? Hold on, I'm sorry. I am going to cast Compelled Duel on the last Minotaur. So
Okay,
he has
so-
disadvantage on any other person than me
Okay.
when he attacks them.
Alrighty.
So I do like one of these motions, and like these like claws kind of like grab him and almost like want to shift him towards me.
Okay, I like that. He kind of snarls and then abyssally says, "You dare taunt me, minuscule little angel? I'll see you dead."
You saw your friend? You'll be next.
Wait, what'd you just
I
say?
can't speak. I said, what did I say? I don't know. You'll be next. You saw your friend. You'll be next.
Ah, you push him through portal. He'll be back in minute. Get it? Minotaurs?
On second thought, I'm not gonna push you. You're gonna die. I'm gonna stab you a lot.
Minotaurs! Because they do come back if you don't close it.
Yeah.
Every other round the one comes through.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But you shoved them back, so it'll be 2, not 1. All right. Next is not Chiron, Burl.
Almost messed up again.
All right.
Close the damn portal, Merle!
Okay, that's way better. 22.
There we go.
Woo! What do you do to help close this portal up? So you've got your tools. You're working very diligently as you're cutting strands of the weave. You're tying them back together. You're rerouting the energy as it lashes out at you. You quickly tie a couple of the strands of power together, and you see the lightning kind of. All you guys see is lightning flying at him, and then you turn right back into the portal. This thing now has got several of its these crackling black lightning bolts kind of flailing about it, twisting in on itself, and you see Merle there catching them and then tying them together and redirecting them, and
Almost.
it's it's like watching an old granny knit at like 100 miles an hour.
I almost want to imagine like he realizes that it's like, wow, all I actually really need to do is just screw this last little bit of the weave right here. That's all I had to do this whole time.
I will let you know
It's done.
one more Arcana check to close, and this will close.
Oh damn.
Wow.
All right, just because I know my HP is so low right now, I'm also going to burn a bonus action and cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
I remember that being a powerful spell.
Yeah. What are the benefits does that provide you?
See if I can look that up.
If an enemy tries to attack me directly, they must roll a Wisdom save. If they fail, they can't hit me.
Got you.
Also, if they do manage to get through that, they have disadvantage.
Right. So it's a lot of protection for Merle.
I also keep forgetting that was a bonus action. Otherwise, I would have cast it a while back.
And if somehow he does manage to get through all of that, well, no, I guess I can't because it's before the attack hits or misses. So
You'd have to know in advance.
yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay. I guess it really didn't need to compel do it, but I guess if any other.
So, as this portal shrinks more and more, you start to hear the thundering steps of soldiers coming up the stairs.
Oh yeah, we were gonna get help.
Well, I said you heard noise. I didn't say they're gonna make it in time.
That's fair. Yeah.
So you've compelled there's only one.
It's only the nose ring
only
guy.
One nose ring guy. Okay. So it's
And I've
pissed.
Effectively taunted him.
You've basically lassoed him and pulled him towards you. So of course he's going to viciously assault you with an 18 on the die plus 9.
Meet and beat. Oh wow, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's 18 on. They have plus 9 to attack.
That is so high.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna hurt, guys. I'm sorry.
6 plus.
And at the end of the
8
fight,
is
Zorax goes
14.
down again.
Plus 2 is 6. 16 plus 6. Is that right? Yeah, 16 plus 6. 22 points of slashing damage as it pulls back its giant axe, countering your fancy-ass blades and shoves, and attempts to gut you. A thin, wet line is cut across your midsection through your armor, through the viciousness of his assault.
How does Zorax look?
I don't know. How does Zorax look?
So, as you see, like, his axe clearly, like, cut through steel, as in, like, it got through the plate. You see me like, oh, nah, I used to a weapon like that. Oh, jeez. Why is it so big and powerful?
I mean, these things are towering over you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
These great axes they're wielding?
Yes.
As I'm, like, obviously, like, holding my stomach real quick, like, whew.
Yeah.
Ha!
3d10 plus 6.
That one did some damage.
It tries to take advantage of the fact that it hurt you, ripped you a new one. Ripped you a new one. It tries to. It's going to try to trample you. So it's going to run past you, and try to. And it does kind of the bull's hoof on the ground thing, and it tries to bowl over you, pushing you out of the way, provoking attacks from both of you.
Okay.
Ooh. Attack?
It will
Op
be
attack, yep.
it'll be op attacks from Chiron and
Zorak.
Zorax. Merle,
Bowl over.
you can make one, but if you do, you'll have disadvantage on your next Arcana check.
Nope.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm not fucked. I'm not. No, I don't want more coming through there.
All right.
And they'll reward Sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 20.
Okay.
Not natural 20. Just a regular.
Got a 2.
As you try to swing there, Chiron, unfortunately your blade catches right onto his big mighty horn, and he shrugs off your blow with little or no effort. As he's bowling past Zorax, Zorax manages to get a deep cut right towards his upper thigh. Did you roll damage?
It is a 11 slashing.
Oh, nice.
Because I have that +1 weapon, I guess. So it gives 4 instead of 3.
All right,
Pretty
so after this point, it bowls past you and smashes into Ravengard.
Ravengard?
What?
Huh.
Dude or the statue?
What?
Well, no, the
Dude,
statue's not here. It's just the
Statue's
dude.
not here. The statues were in the previous room you walked by that showed a
Yeah.
statue of Ravengard and 5 other people. In this room, Ravengard is there with the helmet being tortured by a mental battle that's going on between Torm and Baphomet. Baphomet, whatever.
Oh no.
So he just got steamrolled into the ground. And he doesn't even flinch, but you can see pieces of his body are just, his arm just, crunched under the weight of this thing. No way to defend himself. That puts him at a short distance away from you guys.
Oh, no. I was going to say, if it's farther than 10 feet, I was going to say I could technically have Aura of the Voided him, but if it's not an attack roll anyway, so.
No, it's not.
It's a special attack or something.
Yeah, it's just, honestly, it's just flavor at this moment.
Yeah.
Alluding to what's going to happen, but he did mess him up pretty bad. That's what do you call that in story?
A cutscene.
Well,
Plot moment?
kind
I
of.
don't know.
No, it's a stupid widget gizmo thing that drives plot device, something like that.
Plot device.
All right, yeah. All right, so
Combat plot.
yeah, the widget. Now we are to Chiron.
Yes. A short distance away.
Yep, you can charge into him.
After him.
Right.
After him.
Run up. My longsword twice. Wait. Hang on.
What was that?
Yeah, one of them's
Yeah, I haven't heard a word.
one of them is an 8 and the other's a 14.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The 14's gonna do it.
Eh.
Wow.
Nice, roll damage.
I'm not doing so great on just one of my attacks this game.
Well, that's why you get 2. Roll damage.
Alright. And I got an 8! 10 points of slashing!
Woo! That's exciting.
Max damage.
So the your foe cannot stand before the might of your blade. You barge recklessly into your enemy's guard and lay him with a mighty chop to his shoulder blade. With a loud thud, the blood runs down your blade. He snarls and bellows at you.
The good old black ecor.
Yeah, like that. I can't do that, but nice. Whoever did the cow moo noise.
Definitely Ian.
Top of the initiative, Zorax.
Well, I can't let that one get away. That'd be bad. I look over at Merle. Wait. He was compelled dueled.
He didn't attack nobody, though.
But he can't move further than 30 feet away from me.
He didn't. He's short
Oh,
distance
yeah, I guess
away.
it's short distance, so 30. Yeah, just kidding. Haha.
That's why I said that was more of a plot device than it was him doing actually any mechanical attacks or anything.
Okay.
So he didn't go outside
I'm gonna run at him.
He didn't go outside of his combat abilities. I just flavored
Right.
it very fun.
Okay. I am going to run at him, and I'm going to do what I do best. I hit him! Here's 2 attacks. The first one is a 17. The other one is a
Can I
25.
just say how let down I am that you guys are finding a way to get rid of these bastards without actually killing them? It's really making me sad.
I almost
man.
used Thunder Wave earlier.
Oh, man! That hits everybody, though.
That's true.
Well, if you're not careful.
You.
I'm going to spend a level 1 spell slot to smite him.
Okay. Is that
So
all
that's
you
what
got
I do.
left?
What was your second attack?
My second, yeah, well, both of them hit.
Oh.
One was a 14, one was a 20. Oh, no, one was a 14. It was 17 and 25 or something. Okay, yep, I'm glad I Divine Smited, because that does not look like a lot of damage. Give me those dice. Give me those dice. Only 3d8. It's a little bit better looking. 9, 6, 15 slashing damage.
Ooh, nice.
And 16 radiant damage. I fucking hit like a truck.
It came in like a wrecking ball.
Should have said a wrecking truck. Would have been hilarious. Because I hit like a truck. He came in like a wrecking truck. I don't know why he is a truck.
You come in with a fearsome swing, swinging your strikes in the air violently into a collection of V and W shapes, with a little bit of ferocity in your strikes.
Angry man. That happens.
A little more than it should. One of his straps on it that's made for hold his great axe kind of disconnects in your assault. It snarls and bellows at you. You see all of its body flex, and almost like its whole body hardens up a little bit, and steam and smoke just starts coming out of its nostrils in its rage.
That's not good.
It is now raging.
It is the end of my turn.
Next up is Merle. Then bad
Alright.
guys.
I will burn a spell slot to gain advantage.
Okay,
That's fair.
that's good because you need one more success to close it. So, and if you
And then,
don't, 2 are coming out of that portal.
right, and you make it count.
Good call.
19.
What's that?
19.
19 on the money.
There you go.
All right, so
did
you
it.
start snipping and twisting, and you're pulling strings of the weave, and just as you start to get it done, you're seconds away. Several great axes appear coming through the portal, and you're like shit, and you decide to break apart the last remaining bit of energy holding this portal together in the weave by sending a jolt of arcane power into it, and the portal snaps shut as you snip the last couple weave threads, and the portal snaps closed, and the arms and the axes just clump to the ground as they lopped off the Minotaurs as they were trying to come out of the portal.
Brutal.
Clang.
You could say that was savage.
Ha! I see what you did there.
Why do I play
I
that
say that was the red thread.
What's that?
You say that what?
I say that was the red thread.
Ooh, right rope.
It's always the red thread.
Red thread, right thread, red thread, right thread, right thread. Nice.
Red, right, red.
All right. And their arms and weapons clatter to the ground. You hear a loud brrr as the other one bellows and roars. Steam is
Not
going
happy.
everywhere.
He's angry.
It's his muscles are bulging, his veins are tightening. He's pissed. You got any other anything else you can do, Merle, with a bonus and move?
Nope.
All right. It's pissed. It charges. It can't.
It's trying to bowl me over.
Well, it can't because it's dual compelled. So,
Hi.
in its
I exist.
yeah, it's
I'm a mean
anger
boy.
and it has to swing at something. So it just starts swinging wildly. It has abandoned any sort of technical tactic as it just swings left and right, carving up the stone around you as you flit, dodge, jump, block to get around it. We'll see if it hits. I rolled an 8, so 8 plus 9 is not going to do it at a 17, is it?
Nope.
You see the blows coming. It's getting sluggish. You can tell in its anger, it's not being as precise as it was. And you're looking forward to that.
Actually, it can attack me. It just has disadvantage.
Well, his compelled duel makes it really hard for him to attack other stuff too.
He can't leave within the
No,
30
no,
feet.
no. I'm talking about Compel Duel.
Yeah, but he'll have disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think he would. I think that's just a mechanic driving. All right, so that'll be the end of the single Minotaur's turn. Chiron, what are you gonna do?
Ashes again.
All right.
We gotta kill it.
One is an 11 to hit, and the other's a 23 to hit.
The 11 is not gonna hit, but the 23 will.
8 points of slashing damage.
8
And
points.
not doing so great.
I think he said 3.
3.
3.
Wow.
Yep. Dang.
That's not great. I'm gonna move this up here. Running out of space here. All right. As you come in with your blade, unfortunately, it kind of twists and catches your blade in its great axe, and it just passes by, giving him a small scrape on the arm, and he just licks it, and then bellows at you with spit and shit is just spewing out all over you guys when he roars. He says, in Abyssal, you hear.
I guess only I can understand
Yeah,
it.
only you can hear. You hear him. You cut off me from my brothers. I'll have all your heads. Anything else from Chiron?
Nope.
Zorax. He's looking pretty weak. Blood is dripping down him. His movements are becoming sluggish. You would almost say that he's about the halfway point of falling to the ground.
I'm gonna do what I always do, Chief. I'm gonna hit him. I roll 2 attacks! Oh my. One of those will not hit, because that's a 10. The other one, on the other hand, is a 24, so that will hit.
That'll do it.
1 attack. Do I smite this one? No, I'm not gonna smite this one. No, I'm gonna smite him. Level 1 smite, one more time! Everybody with me! Smite! Ooh, oh my, oh, here we go. He takes 14, well, I guess half of 14 slashing damage and 13 radiant damage.
So as your blade bursts in a black dark light, you thrust it into his, jabbing him in the side of his rib. You twist the blade and fill it with this dark light.
Hell yeah.
And it bursts out of him, coming out the front and back of him. He trembles, he kind of stumbles back. And he tries to gore you on the... where's it? I gotta check this out. He kind of tries to gore you the best he can, as you've got him in the side, trying to push you and shove you out of the way. Eventually, he managed to kick you with a hoof and shove you as you pull your blade out forcefully, and he kind of staggers a little bit. Anything else?
Nope. That's my turn.
Merle, I know
gonna
you've been waiting to
stay
blow
on
something up, haven't you?
All right, I step away from the Minotaur.
Further back.
Yeah, you're. I was gonna say he ran to the center of the room, so he's now a short distance away from you when he charged towards Raven.
20.
Oh, no. Natural 20! Oh my god! I cannot believe this. That's 3 20s in
It's like
single,
Oprah.
encounter.
You get a 20. You get a 20. You get a 20. Everybody gets a 20.
Wow. We are on fire today.
This player's on
Speak for
fire.
yourself. 2 of my second attacks have failed.
Yeah.
So? You rolled a 20!
He's. Let me reach to my coat. Then I just point behind me. Bam. 3 damage. Cold.
Okay. How much? 23?
Oh, 40.
40. 4-0.
Okay. Wow.
All right. So as you blast him with your freeze gun of death, hang on a second.
Yeah, no
I gotta
kidding.
do some math because this will be close.
Jeez. Holy cow.
That was just with 1 attack, right?
Well, I'm assuming the combined, right?
Do you get another attack?
Yeah.
With his turret.
No.
No? Oh, never mind.
No,
He
It's
didn't
not
summon.
out.
He didn't summon.
Oh,
the
he didn't
turret.
summon it. That's right.
As
Gonna
you
have action.
blast him with the ice, you manage to catch him in right where you target the area that a blade was just pulled out from his front. So you blast him in the same spot, and the entire area begins to chill and expand out from him. At this moment,
Ooh.
he screams and bellows. He holds out his great axe and spins in a wild circle. And
I think you need a moment to cool off.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. And he is going to do his sweeping ferocity.
Oh boy.
And for the record, Sanctuary's now gone.
Yeah.
Well, every person within 5 feet gets attacked, which is
I'm assuming-
basically just you two.
Yeah.
And I don't know that that's gonna.
And -10 to his movement, that matters.
No, he's not. He's just gonna spin in place. So I got a 4. So I got 20 and a 25. 20 and 25. 20 against
Ooh.
against Zorax, and 25 against Chiron.
That hits.
That's gonna hurt.
It really is. I'm just gonna roll 3D and just give the both.
Works for me.
Well, I got a 10 on one die, a 7 on another
Oh,
die,
no.
and a 1 on the other die.
So 18.
So 18 plus 6. So 24 points of damage to both of you as he does a vicious, violent swing as he's spewing out this smoke.
Whew.
Reaction. Hellish Rebuke.
He's gonna incinerate him.
Give me an attack roll, or is that a save?
The save.
Oh shit! Isn't it charisma?
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
DC 13.
How does
It
it
failed.
end?
It doesn't matter what the damage is. No, that's
How low was he?
Hello.
pretty low.
I rolled 3d10 at the level that my Infernal Legacy gives me. So, so
Yeah, I know.
after he gets cleaved by the great axe, Chiron spins around using the momentum, clutches his holy symbol, and speaks a mixture of celestial, infernal, and draconic, and just flashes his palm, and you see this white flame erupting from his hand, striking the Minotaur.
That's cool.
Incinerated him, catching it on fire.
Hell yeah.
You guys just came in like ice and fire. I really thought that was awesome. So
We
it
got
crumbles.
Ice,
It
Fire,
crumbles
and
to the
Shadow
ground.
Paladin.
Soldiers rush in, bows drawn. They look around, and then Awel says, "They have dealt with the threat. Thank you for your assistance. It is no longer required. Back to your posts." And once again,
I'm like,
you see Awel is just, Rivengard is trembling and shaking and is still being viciously assaulted. Awel walks up and says, "I am most impressed by your technique. And you there, closing the portal. None of our mages could do such a thing. You must be one with great wisdom and knowledge."
Well, None of those things.
You say one of those things?
Yep.
I was just about to say the same thing.
She says, but alas, we are still stuck in a situation. Our leader, the Uldar of fireworks. I was like, what? I thought I heard something. I was like, what is that? It's fireworks
Yeah,
stuff.
I heard it too. It came through the mic.
She says, but at last, the one who has brought us together and the only military leader left is unfortunately incapacitated. But with your wisdom, you may be able to find a way to release him. Would you do this?
Is that
thing?
saying that if I grab the helmet, it's a wisdom saving throw?
Well, she's already told you that people have
I'm
tried.
Kidding. Yeah, and they've
Um,
literally lost their hands. I'm well aware.
Okay, I'm making sure you know as a player.
Yeah. The evidence is there. I'm just saying that might not stop me if push comes to shove.
Well, if you decide to do that, let me know. So, what are your guys' response to her?
It's a really puzzling thing, I say to her. Because it's almost as if he's not there. It's strange. There are two beings that are pretty much having a war inside his mind. So I'm not, unless you have a way to banish evil in his head or something of that effect, there's nothing we could do, I think.
Who are the combatants?
What's that?
They're strong. One of them is possibly... Wait, did I get their names? I did get their names,
Yeah, they
right?
were talking to each other, so you did get who they are.
One of them is Bahamut itself, and the other is Torm himself. And they are both currently inside that man's mind.
Fighting over control specifically.
Yes.
You could probably wager that the reason for that is he is leading these people. And so if whoever is able to manipulate or control him, likely will control the people of Elturel. So
yeah.
Wow, I can feel my wall shaking from some of these fireworks.
Jeez.
Anyway, so she says, "Well, I will be honest. There may be a way. There is a temple on the other side of Elturel."
Of course, it's on the other side.
Yeah, right.
How inconvenient.
But unfortunately, as you have guessed, we do not have the resources to escort or take him there to remove it. The priestess Faria there, I believe she may be able to have a ritual that can remove the helm. But unfortunately, the travel there is dangerous. We do not have the resources to take him ourselves, or we would have. I have seen your strength for myself. Do you think you would be strong enough to get him there? Get the helmet removed?
Well, if we're able to rest briefly, maybe.
Well, you have to understand, from what you've told me, he is being tormented. He is, look at him, and you can just see him like shaking and trembling, and his face is twisted and contorted in pain.
Yeah, as I also like notion towards the man who was just shocked by a portal and literally has charred like hands, and then I motion to my stomach, which is currently the armor is thrashed open, but there is definitely a gut cut, and I don't really know what happened.
I can see my ribs.
I can see my ribs. I'm like, we're all struggling. We need. There's no other way than us to have some form of time to at least recuperate before we go off on this journey. Otherwise, it'd be suicide.
Well, I guess I understand. But we have to do something. If it must wait, so be it.
I mean, unless maybe you can put him to sleep. I didn't really think about that, but if it put him to sleep, will it put his mind to sleep? What a weird way if that works.
I do not know. I am not familiar in the arcane arts. I do not know what the mages have already tried.
That's fair.
I'm gonna take a look at that helmet.
All right. Do you have the identify spell?
I got arcane trained.
Okay, well, you can certainly give me a check there.
Oh, your turn.
19.
So you do recognize that
Number.
it is the helm of Torm's sight. It has such powerful psychic energy coursing through it right now that it's dangerous to the touch. And aside from a way to create an anti-magic field, you're unsure of a ritual that could remove it. The only thing that you could really think of right offhand is if there was some sort of powerful symbol of courage or self-sacrifice that could be used to help power a ritual to help maybe weaken the darkness that is being embedded into this magical artifact. Do you share that?
On me.
Do you share that information with anybody?
Yeah, pass it on.
What about protection from evil and good? I wonder. I don't think any of us have that though.
Don't.
No. Can paladins get that?
I think so.
Yes.
Right.
You do.
Oh.
When Merle explains this to you, there, Zorax, you do realize that you are carrying at this very moment a symbol of courage. The only thing you think is
Right.
missing is something of self-sacrifice, which certainly doesn't fit you.
Nope.
Somebody got some healing spells left.
Hey,
No.
anyone? I mean, I have a little bit. Who do I need to?
That's enough.
What do I gotta do? What am I doing? Who am I healing?
I'll know what to do.
I'll know what to do.
Take the symbol of courage and approach the helmet with it.
You're talking about the sword, right?
Right.
Yeah.
As you approach, you touch the blade to it, and it reacts, but the reaction is weak. There's something missing, and Awell says, "That is fascinating. I don't think I have seen anything like that."
I look over to her as like you could see like the calculus symbols forming in the head like a meme. I'm just like, you. As I point at her, you. Yeah, I have a question.
Also have great sacrifice.
You know anyone who
Quick
is
reaction of hope.
righteous, self-sacrificial? Any of those words? And anyone that fits that description?
She
Pure-hearted?
kinda thinks, she says, I do not
Maybe
know.
you?
The heart of most men is wicked, to be honest, even those who claim otherwise.
Not gonna lie, when I said self-sacrifice, I was kind of half open because I was at really low health, and the fact that people blew their hands off trying to touch it, that'd be some sort of backlash, which I knew was gonna happen.
Give me a...
I have an idea. No.
Okay.
I have plan.
You have plans.
A Holofant. The Holofant.
No.
Self-sacrifice.
No, you will not do that.
I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just gonna let her hold the sword and touch it. I'm not gonna just.
So this young creature...
I know she could barely stand or anything.
Yeah,
you know.
okay,
She's
so...
unconscious from
Yeah,
exhaustion.
she's unconscious at the moment.
All right. Well, what if we just
Let me check something.
let me just put her on top of the sword, and then put the sword and her to the helmet. That works, right? Because then she's technically holding it. She's not equipped with it, sure, but she's touching it. And she is a self-sacrificial being. She literally saved me. You can't argue this with me, DM.
I'm trying to check for something.
I'm breaking this puzzle apart.
Yeah, you're a fucker.
Yeah, I am.
Break in the box, we'll think it outside of it.
Well, yeah. Can't follow the rules.
Matthew, would you send me a link to your most updated character sheet? Because the one I got is outdated. I'm looking at some stuff on your guys' stuff, and mine's outdated from when you first created it.
I believe I wrote down a level 7 version in the title.
Well, I can't find it. So can you send me the?
Yeah, let me look at my Google Drive.
You can. I was gonna say you can just add it to the Google Drive there. Do you know where that's at? The Descent into Avernus.
Characters,
Yeah.
I think is what it is. Yeah, player characters.
Yeah, give me a second here. Copy link.
Uh,
All right, here we go. All right, so as you place it, place her unconscious body on top of the sword of Bahamut, and you touch it, energy rushes up and starts, reacting. The reaction is much stronger, but it's still. It seems much stronger. You think that it might be weak enough that you might be able to try to pull the helmet off. Give me an investigation.
do it.
Give me an investigation check first.
Fine, I will. Investigation. I'm not trained in it really. Natural 20. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna shrewd investigator it, so I can add another 12 on it, just in case it's some stupid DC like 30. And that's an 11, so 31.
So,
DM.
You recognize that this idea of yours, it helped. It is drawing more of the darkness out of the helm than the sword on its own. You feel like you still need something else, something that's missing. But you don't know what it is.
The physical force to grab the helmet?
No, it's something to draw the power away.
So something to...
So you guys
So
right
the sword
now...
is essentially like a link, right?
Yes.
Whereas it needs something to go put that energy into something else, right? And since the Hierophant isn't conscious, it doesn't go into her.
Doesn't work.
Well, then why not me?
You, everyone give me an intelligence check, because it's getting late. And...
I was like, well, why not me? It goes through the Hierophant like another little
Int or
cord.
Arcana.
Oh, you got an idea?
Oh, Int or Arcana.
It's just straight intelligence. I can't figure out, I don't know how to tie this to any...
Nope.
Well, maybe we can do investigation again. I'll feed you more information on top of, what,
7. Wasn't pretty.
Yeah, you didn't have to roll again. I'm gonna do a best 2 out of 3 sort of group check sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm uploading the PDF right now.
Okay, thank you.
14.
It's done.
Thank you.
I rolled a 13 on the intelligence check.
You rolled 13, and then what'd you get, Merle?
14.
14? 14.
14?
Yep.
Aw, come on, dude. You don't have no personality traits or ideals?
Oof. Oof.
So as you guys are looking at this, you realize the connection is important. Austin, you kind of share the information that this idea worked, but it's not strong enough. You need a more strong bond that ties into this. You think that maybe you recall that your buddy Chiron
Bahamut!
is actually a follower of Bahamut.
This literally happens, I tear off my fucking mask, throw it on the ground, I put the Hierophant down gently, and I just fucking, I stab the sword to a nearby body and say, you! Sword! Touch! Hierophant! Sword! Touch helmet! Now!
I grab the sword, grasp onto my holy symbol, and use
As
the
I'm
sword
waiting
to
impatiently, like, this better fucking work.
make contact with the helmet.
And as soon as you do, a rush of energy smashes into the helmet, and you see almost like a dark shadow cast out into the room for just an instant. And at that instant, it spirits away into the through the void. And all that's left is a calm, serene room. The trembling on Rivengard. Raven.
Raven.
His face goes from a contorted pain to a relaxed expression. And
Well-
as you're holding this blade,
Either we succeeded or we killed him. Either way, we've done what we can do.
What the heck?
You're right.
As you get a hold of this, a rush of light illuminates from this blade, this platinum blade. You feel a connection to Bahamut that you have never felt before. You are now holding the blade of Bahamut. So I'm going to give a quick rundown to everyone so everyone knows what it can do. It is a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. As a bonus action, each creature, it can burst with light and flash brightly, and each creature that can see you within 10 feet must succeed on a con save or be blinded. And the sword emits bright light within 10 feet. The big thing is, if the person using it is a follower of Bahamut, they gain Bahamut's blessing. If you worship Bahamut, your connection to the weapon is stronger than most, and you gain the following benefits. When you are the target of a spell that causes you to regain hit points, you regain additional hit points equal to your Constitution modifier. When you make an attack of opportunity, you may make an additional attack with this weapon. You do not add your ability modifier for the damage of this weapon.
It's quite a bit.
In the book.
What? No. Hell no.
A weapon that cool? No.
I'm not
Kidding
cool enough
me?
to grab from
Homebrew.
that. Yeah, no, yeah, well, if you watch the next episode, you'll hear all about it, because that's our magic item.
Yep.
This also counts as a holy symbol if you so choose. Raven Guard is still unconscious, but he's no longer being tortured. He has 5 levels of exhaustion. I think 5. It's 6 to die, right?
Oh.
Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
He's got 5 levels of exhaustion.
He's just
been
very
tormented. The helmet has lost its radiance. Awell runs over
Rain.
and has an entire
Tormented.
It's been tormented. That was
I love
good.
It. That's a good one. Tormented. That's funny.
Oh man.
And if you so choose, you can pull the helmet off now.
I do it immediately.
You pull the helmet and it comes off no problem. It's very dim and dull. Nothing seems magical about it that you can tell.
I look at it almost kind of solemnly. Huh. Not as dangerous as that shield.
Kind of a letdown, huh?
I thought I was gonna have to fight tormenting visions and all sorts of things, but nope. It's just a helmet now.
So, at this
And
point...
I put it back on his head.
What? Awell
Do that.
stops you from doing that.
The helmet?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just went through a shit ton of trouble. You think they're gonna let you do that? They wrap him up in
Look over to
they-
Zorax and say, "Put that down, you fool."
I would say at this
I find
point,
Blaine's body and I put it on his head.
So at this point, you've closed the portal.
He'll be okay.
The soldiers are taking care of Raven Guard.
Raven Guard. Yeah.
Awell walks over to you and says, "That was most impressive. Our mages have been fighting for days to disable that enchantment. He has been tortured and suffered ever since he put it on, seeking guidance from Torm. We did warn him that Torm only speaks to those who follow him. We warned that we do not know what would happen if a follower of Bahamut placed it upon their heads, but I did not expect that. Usually it just doesn't work. It was very strange. You guys seem very exhausted and taxed. If there's anything you need, bed, food, we'll do our best to provide. While we are constantly under attack, I can't promise that you won't be pulled into something. But at the moment, you have opportunity to gain some rest and heal up. For you have done a wonderful, service.
Service.
Thank you. It was service. I couldn't think of it.
Gotcha.
Dude, I am so tired right now. A
You're
wonderful
good.
service for El Terrell in the hopes that we still may get out of this, hellhole, I guess. Adventurers,
Aptly named.
what do you call yourselves?
Crimson Exiles.
You hear in the back, I thought it was the ragtag! I'm never going to let that go. The Crimson
That's fair.
Exiles, you say? Well,
Yeah. Most because none of us really have a home right now.
Well, I have a home. It's just not in our homeland. Take care of yourselves. Get wounded, get patched up, or don't get wounded.
Get wounded!
Get your wounds addressed and taken care of. We will discuss,
Stab each other.
We will discuss more after Raven God's wounds have been tended to. We have a scheduled battle meeting in the morning at the light of dawn. I would request your presence. Would you join us?
As long as we get a long rest, we're
Yes,
fine.
ma'am. And
Well,
yes, ma'am, I think we'll do that. But in the meantime, and I then back and forth, and then just fall face first onto the floor.
Right into the water.
Just let me go.
I kind of just walk over to him. I roll him over.
Concrete never felt so comfortable.
You know,
Go ahead.
you think the Black Eaker is more like a blanket? I think it's warm. It's fresh.
Whatever.
I'm gonna try it out.
I bet.
I'm gonna
Gross.
bathe in the Black
Are you
Eaker.
gonna bathe in the Black Eaker?
Could be warm.
As you bathe in the Black Ichor, it coats your body. It
all
enters.
mixed with
It
water.
enters in your. It enters into your wounds, and you gain a level of exhaustion.
Oof! Don't do that.
And
I think I'm gonna
I think that's where we're gonna end it tonight, guys.
go.
Ow.
Good thing I hope we're getting a long rest because
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
You are
I feel like
getting a
that's
long rest.
punishing for being an idiot. But I was an idiot, so I deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, I think that's gonna wrap her up today. You
That was a
guys
good one.
have found Raven Guard. You have freed him from his servitude, or from his psychic enslavement, I guess. Not
servitude,
Whatever-
psychic enslavement,
whatever you
they
wanna
could mean
call
the
that.
same thing. It just depends on your perception.
So you say. Excuse me. So, once again, we are doing Descent into Avernus. This is part 9. We'll have another one hopefully in 2 weeks on the 17th, so hopefully you will join us.
Hopefully.
Before we close out today, let's go back around the table. Tell us who you are and what you liked about today's game, starting with Austin.
Hi guys, I'm Austin. I was playing the brash and extremely violent Zorax. My favorite part about this today is having the epiphany of realizing, oh my god, Bahamut. I have a guy who is literally Bahamut.
Had you as a player forgot?
Kind of.
I make the connection.
Like I thought about it, I was like, there's no way the puzzle, because I know as a player, I know that he's neutral. And I thought like self-sacrifice meant like you had to be good-natured. So actually my first thought was Merle.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I'm like, well, I'm at 7 HP, and I've heard people get their hands blown off, so
So
that sounds like
the-
sacrifice to me.
Right.
The Hierophant thing, that threw my ass off. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I hadn't thought about that.
I was like,
I'm
she's
like,
literally
shit.
self-sacrificed, good-natured, everything. Literally the whole fucking book.
I'm glad
So,
I left her unconscious because I might have had to just give it to you, let you tote around his magic item for an indefinite amount of time.
Nah. Zorax wouldn't have taken it anyway. He would have been like,
Give it back to the dude.
is this a sharp fucking sword that shines? I don't want this here.
Yeah, you use spears and shit, right? And long reach weapons, preferably. or
No, actually I don't.
Just-
Surprisingly, I just did for a while.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you stole the bone blade. All right.
Yeah.
Matthew.
But yeah, wild session this time.
And Matthew and I played Chiron, the Tiefling Pilot of Bahamut. I did not make that connection earlier.
Yeah, of Bahamut. Remember, guys, that's bold, italicized, underlined.
Here's the
Bahamut.
thing. Helm is of Torm, so I didn't think that it was gonna work with the blade of Bahamut when anything to
Well,
spell.
you guys walked in, there was 5 statues that talk about the alliance, and one was
Yeah.
Torm, one was Lathander, and one was Bahamut.
Right.
So it's a religious alliance there.
Yeah, something like that. There's
See,
more
I
to it, and
I
it'll
get ya.
unravel
never
later,
would have
but-
got that.
Yeah.
Even as a player, I was like, duh.
Anyways,
Touch sword
Yeah.
with helm.
what did you like?
I really enjoyed tonight's session, despite my character's current predicament. He is out of spells. He is out of lay on hands. He's out of his channel divinity.
We're good
He
now.
gets a freaking Bahamut sword.
Yeah, dude.
I really was hoping you would make that connection earlier, but you couldn't attune to it anyway until you got to attune to it, and you need a rest to do that. But yeah, well, congratulations. I was hoping to tie in an ideal.
It's in my
to it, but
so
you
it's in
didn't.
Chiron's possession now, isn't it?
Yes.
What?
Now, here's the
Okay.
real kicker, though. You guys took that from Raven Guard, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna be honest. I can make that man unconscious again. We will leave. My buddy got a sword. He is a big follower of Bahamut, and you know what? He's on my team. That Raven Guard guy, I don't know shit about him.
He's a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, the place where
And?
you work.
So? We don't follow him.
He's the only thing
We
that keeps
followed-
those people together.
We follow the guy who gives us orders. We don't follow the guy who's the
Guy
head or
above that
whatever.
guy, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I hope you like the item.
this is a homebrew item.
It was customized for you, yes.
Yes. I saw the
Okay.
magic item and I totally thought about you, but then I never made that connection again.
I'm glad.
Literally, just I went in one here, stayed for like a hot minute, like in a hotel, and then left.
Oh, I can work with this on D&D Beyond. I can just add a +2 regular
Yeah.
longsword and
Just add
just
some notes to it.
add the details in the customization section.
Yep. All
Can
right.
work my magic there.
Make it
Yeah,
happen.
magic.
I see what you did there. Please fill out ideals in bonds for me on your character sheet. All right.
Okay.
Last but certainly not least, Ian.
The man who did 40 damage
Oh.
and stopped a portal.
1 attack.
Yeah, you're one attack did 40 damage,
Oh
man.
my god. Well, and that was
That was a crit.
that was awesome. Like,
It was fucking dope.
Yeah, I definitely made a few mistakes in hindsight because I should have cast Sanctuary a lot sooner for one thing, and I also realized I had an ability that for up to 4 of my checks, I could add my int modifier to automatically, which would have pushed me over the edge in a couple of cases. So.
the worst part. What did you think of the skill challenge you underwent? Because I know you like combat a lot. Was that something that was still okay?
That was fun.
Okay.
And my character did his job. He's the one who could do it, so.
And I know you
It's
guys
true.
took those talents to get extra abilities. One for investigation, which I think is Austin, and then you've got the Arcana one for the Sage. Did you pick one of those? I don't think you did.
I don't think Matt has.
Oh yeah, I don't think he picked a knowledge one.
Oh,
I
The
I actually picked 2.
What was the other
I
one?
picked the academic. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Gotta blow up his sheet.
Oh yeah, he
Make
got
the
like that
spot with
that human prodigy one or something, right? Something like that.
it. Aptitude, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Human
that,
aptitude.
actually, part of that is why I made those the DC for that so high, because I really wanted to stress that you are good at this because you took all those extra bonuses in it, and nobody else could have did that. A 19? How many of you could have
Yeah.
rolled a 19 regularly?
Not fucking me, dude.
And the
Not on Arcana.
And,
Yeah.
and on that skill challenge, if you fail, that portal doesn't close at all. So they just keep
Yeah.
coming through. You have to
Until
lock the door.
reinforcements come or something.
Yeah. Well, they were gonna drag away the other guy, but you closed it. So
Human
Wild.
aptitude, once per long rest on any attack roll, ability check. I add a D10, and academic, same thing. Only I can use it only 3 times.
mhm,
For
Nice.
Arcana, History, Investigate, Nature, Persuasion, but that's a D12.
yeah. And don't you have
Yeah.
expertise in that or something? Who has the
Only when he's
expertise?
using his tools.
Ah, okay. All right. Well,
So he was quite literally made for the job.
yeah. Well, I was aware. I knew he had a lot of gizmos. I couldn't remember what they all were because I looked at this like a week ago when I decided to do what I was doing for this this recording. But, anyways, well, that'll do it for our show. I'm very tired.
Woo.
I want to thank everyone who joined us or who's watching it later. We hope you guys enjoy the show. I know we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
This was a really good episode we had. That was a good session.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Very hectic, very chaotic, but we're all worked out, and I got to be very excited.
I was
about
really
D&D.
worried. The monsters are they got 100 hit points, but you
They were
guys
pretty
you guys have such few resources that I was worried about it. But then you guys solved the issue because that's why I brought in the guards, right? I figured, well, if,
Yeah.
you know, the guards can help, but they're probably just gonna die anyway because they're gonna get steamrolled by these stupid things. But
Yeah.
you guys pushed them through the portal. I didn't expect that. Mostly, I didn't expect it to succeed. Because they have like a
Right.
they have a high strength of +6. I was like, well, they're gonna. I assume somebody will try to push them in the portal.
And of course, it was Zorax that did it.
Yeah.
The man who tussles with demons apparently on a nonstop.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for
Oh,
joining
man.
us. We hope you enjoyed the show. I know I did. If you would
It was a good
like
time.
to come and check us out, come join our discussion where we talk D&D every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
This
Mythical
week
Encounters
we'll
this
be
time.
talking Mythical Encounters, which is fancy new
Super
traits for the really, really high level monsters at the end game style stuff. So
Pretty much turns them from like raid bosses to extra hard raid bosses.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Like-
they're condition based, which is really cool. Like the
Yeah.
ability is not available till a condition meets, which is something that had in these monsters. I don't know if you've noticed, but the one guy used a reaction to do a whirlwind attack on
Mhm.
its near its death.
Yep.
That's one of its special conditions. So I've been falling
Same with
in
like
love with
raging
that shit.
after like after a
half
certain
a hit
amount of
points, yep.
threshold.
After
Yeah.
you lose half its hit points. So, all right, let's all wave to the camera and say goodbye. You guys all are awesome. Follow us, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, all that jams. Goodbye. Keep your blades
See you
sharp and
guys.
spells prepared.